ladies and gents, animals and insects of all ages. I am your animal pal, the Grizz, and at the end of the day, you're all just fishing for a salmon flop. Speaking of salmon flops, you can catch all my latest music, art, and stream works through Facebook and YouTube using the name Salmon Flop Productions. With that being said, we are about to enter the fray of Baldur's Gate 3 Second Adventure, Second Playthrough, Episode 3. So without further ado, it is January 24th, 2025, 12:09 a.m. Let's get to it. So, last playthrough here, we saved the deep gnome from the windmill pirates here. Here's my punk rock band. We're all coming to Baldur's Gate this Thursday night. Bring your friends. You can call us Shadow Moon. I don't know. Noctune. You can call us the Moon of Shar. But we are ready to go. Whole team is out to play. And the reason I did this wasn't necessarily to be overpowered in the game while I play. It was more so to make it feel more immersive as a group of people traveling together. And on top of that, allowing more dialogue during story mode dialogues, because there's a lot that you miss because you don't have specific characters in your group when it happens. So I want to make sure I have all the characters in my group whenever I'm doing dialogues, so it will open up dialogues that would have been there had the character been there. Does that make sense? Thanks. Bye. Goblin Tracker. Doesn't want to talk, huh? That's cool. That's cool. Some people, you know, just aren't social. Scrawny Bugbear. Wake up! Don't drink on the job. Because you never know when it'll be your last. Then he'll never drink on the job again. Mainly because, you know, he's dead. What's up here? Is there something up here? Oh. Got me all excited for nothing. Oh, we had a load. Cooking up here.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Sleight of hand. Carefully wiggle the dagger until it slides free. No problemo.
Your cautious method pays off. The dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery meat.
Mystery meat, you say?
Mystery meat, tough as boar hide. Only the sharpest teeth could pierce it.
Or Maybe the blade will pierce it. Whatever it is. Excuse-moi. Interesting. I think it was right here. I think it was just that. But I don't know. No, I think it was Weaver's Edge. Kiss of the Weaver. I have no clue. Oh well. I was gonna try it, but I'm not gonna mess around with my inventory forever.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Hello, anybody in there?
Go away!
Gotta make sure you're not, you know, satisfying yourself with victims that are not able to defend themselves. So I guess we're opening the door.
Let's leave them alone. I don't want to be invited to the wedding.
Nah, we're gonna go ahead and open the door.
What the hell are you doing?
You were making a lot of noise. I wanted to join the fun.
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
That's a big girl. Just calm yourself, Helga von Strangle. Why were you having sex on top of a mangled corpse? That is disgusting.
On a bugbear and an ogre.
That was his neck's broke. I think we're good here, folks. It's back here. Blighted Village.
Great sword,
Wait
dagger,
a second.
and is that a sickle?
Simple inkwork, simple design. Hardly the pinnacle of metal craft.
Seems like the best way.
Looks like a trap there.
That tool will do the trick.
Blacksmith's note. Specimen metal. Family sulfuric order. Infernal iron. Nothing of use over here.
Hey now. What's that?
That's a door.
Another day, another fight.
What's going on?
Those webs or I'll end up as a meal.
Spider! Hey Jasper, you go take the fish out of the oven? No. Dang.
Weapon blueprints. They call for Sousa bark. If only I knew where to find some.
If only. If only. I do declare. Now we're back out. Back to the blighted village we go. Alright, just 1 second, folks. I have to go grab my fish sticks out of the oven. Looking good, looking good. Need to let that sit for a minute. Got some fish and rice. We're good to go, Jasper. Cold weather's making my chin so itchy. How dare you? Get off this chair now. Go, go, go. Don't do that to this chair.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Throw a coin into the well.
The coin disappears into the well. After a moment, you hear a soft clink, not a splash. Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Going down the bucket road. Spiders. Spiders be growling all around me mateys. Death be to the eight-legged freak. That be a spider. Cap.
Let's spill some blood.
What do you mean it's too high? It's broken fly.
This way.
I will ascend.
On the victor's path. Good move.
Here we go again.
Spider eggs.
Health.
Oh, it's the phase spider matriarch.
Time for a cull.
Is that?
You sleep.
Uh-oh.
Let my name be known.
Let my enemies fall. Unleash me.
Need to stay focused. Onward.
Did that hurt?
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You
You
may
fall
rest
and die?
assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear.
My god does not yet grant me the ability to perform such a deed. How am I supposed to bring you back to life?
I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol. Step 1 is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart. Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand. Inside the pouch you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute. Unfold the letter and note the markings in the top and bottom corners. These are the notes you will need to play. Starting from the bottom right, play the notes in correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma mephit will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasi Trak Ash. Pronounce the name correctly, and the mephit will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp can melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life.
Or we could just use a scroll of resurrection.
Excellent. Now repeat my instructions back to me, please.
Got it. Seems, notes, names, the lot.
In that case, this will be an easy exercise. Step 1.
Fine, I'll play along. Step 1, retrieve the pouch.
And next.
I should unthread the purple seam in a counterclockwise fashion.
Right. You then have access to the letter and the flute. Go on.
I should play the notes starting at the bottom right corner.
Remember to play them clockwise. And after that,
A mephit appears and I should say its name. Ka-ash tishutrash.
that's not even close. It's Kasi Trach Ash. And pay attention to the Trach part. Yeah, back of the throat. And so we have gone through the necessary steps again. Let's hope practice makes perfect in the end. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
Broken bone, fading fast. I need healing. Just a brief respite. No time to dally.
Everybody died? Oh, that's not good. Didn't I just steal a bunch of those scrolls? I did not. Holy shit! I think it's broken. I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss this.
I'm ready.
Time to go to camp. Nothing like your whole party dying.
I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. Be assured, it is not by choice.
Very well.
Useful for spying threats from afar, I suppose.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps
One of my companions
a
is fallen.
resurrection
Actually, all of them.
instead?
May I entrust them to your watch for now? I need to resurrect someone, actually.
Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance.
Here's the gold.
Well counted. I recommend keeping thy distance for a moment. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise. Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return. This is the price of balance. Well counted. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
They're all in their underwear.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection? Then thou must return. This is the price of battle. Well counted. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
You know, for all the time I've spent lurking in the shadows, I've never ventured into the Underdark before.
He is
Hardly
butt-ass
a
naked.
luxurious setting, but it definitely has its upsides for a vampire. Or its undersides, because it's... well, you know what I mean.
I think it's better if you stay in camp for a while now. Get out of here naked.
Fate Dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return. This is the price of balance. Well counted. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
I've rarely had to venture this far below the surface. Rare is the underbeast that takes to the sun.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return with the... This is the price of balance. Well counted. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
My word, you did it! Oh, it's good to be alive. My hands are still cold, so that handshake will have to wait, but in the meantime...
Put some
Thank
freaking
you.
underwear on, Astarion. You're welcome and welcome back. But it's time for explanations, Gale.
Yes. I was afraid you'd say that. Only fair to warn you, I've precious few answers to spare. I apologize if that sounds thankless. It's just that some secrets simply cannot be revealed.
Persuasion. Oh, critical failure.
I suppose that after all you've done for me, I should be at least a little bit forthcoming. Tell you what, I will answer one question that you may have, to the best of my ability, if I can.
I simply want to know what it is you're seeking or keeping from me.
I am dangerous. Not because I want to be, but because of an error I made in the past. It makes me dangerous, even in death. You brought me back to life, and for that I am in your debt. But we're surrounded by danger. It could happen again. If it does, bring me back again. You must, for the sake of many.
Let's move.
Don't touch me.
Chips boo.
Ignorance breeds madness.
Salutations.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Pretty.
Oh. My, you startled me. Was miles away.
Is everything alright?
More or less. I was lost in prayer, of all things. Mistra, for indeed it was her image I conjured, commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this?
I have multiple cats trying to sit on my lap at the same time. Yes, I would.
Then follow my lead. Now you.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
Suddenly, the scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Magical. Sensual, even.
That it does.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate.
Hold on to the moment. It's a good night for intimacy.
You realize the weave is making you one. You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale will know it. The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
Speak.
How can I help?
The protocol of yours, why make it so difficult?
The instructions were easy enough, weren't they? If slightly elaborate. Like I said, I'm dangerous even in death. I'm merely trying to protect those around me. I find that a healthy amount of theatrics, a voice from the beyond, a magic flute, a friendly, if highly combustible magma method, tends to make for a more compelling case. If nothing else, I'm sure I piqued your curiosity.
Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of venture to be had.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Well met.
I'd like you to join me.
That's the spirit.
Harg. Now that we've gotten our asses kicked.
What the? Oh, this stuff is everywhere.
Yes. Do keep your wits, Shadowheart.
More are coming.
Your mind is a canyon, and the words echo from every crevasse.
They're coming. They're coming.
I don't know who you are, but you're not welcome in my head.
They're coming. You're coming.
There's dust everywhere.
Best watch my step, or I'll be lunch.
Get back! More effort than a bit of spikes. Put it where it's due.
That's curious.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Every moment a new danger. I may have underestimated this Faerun.
We don't know the half of it. With a bit of luck, we'll meet a beholder.
Oh, this wretch.
A slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
Strength. Grab the sword with both hands and pull.
It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade. With another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone.
Nice. A louve. It's a nice weapon.
Timusks, known to cause confusion. Better not get too close.
Keep going.
Spend much time in the Amazon?
Some. And you? Seems a perfect hunting ground.
Perfect. You tried drinking an Earth Elemental's blood.
Step carefully. Death won't take me yet. Exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon. The Zentarim. Mercenaries and cutthroats. Useful friends, if you can afford them. Can't keep me out. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
That might be worth a look.
Okay, there. Shadow.
Such depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom.
Achoo! Ooh, excuse me.
Injuries need tending.
And here I go.
Eager for battle.
The air is ripe with magic.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps.
Then down came the claw, and that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
1 second. Let's get some rice and some fish here. I'm starving. You don't need this. You snack eating fiend. Gypsy. You're always eating. And yet you're the smallest cat I've ever seen in my life. Makes no sense. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Pleasure. Am I talking to the mouse or the cat?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
Nice decor.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
What makes you say that?
Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
Eloquent words, but I'm not seeking another pact.
You do not seek it, but it has found you. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
You're mad if you think I'm making a deal with another devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
I do want to take this deal. How would I find you?
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
It appears my controller has died.
Here goes nothing. With a flick of the wrist.
Take it. Odd.
That hit the spot.
tongue! I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator. Twit! Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are?
I'm more concerned with this twit who set a specter on you.
Ha! A rival. A mere footnote to my legend. You should be more concerned with who I am. I am Dawn, third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh, no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard. A container onto which brief mental impressions are projected and stored for years at a time.
It's fading. It seems you've been frozen like that for a while.
Far longer than I realized. Then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Philro?
Neither bastard rings a bell, I'm afraid.
Impossible! The master of the adamantine forge would be known and feared throughout the Underdark. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no. They hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone.
What knowledge does the crystal contain exactly?
Bold of you to ask. The others knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, but I know where to find it. The rest I can figure out with time. Now I am the only one searching. Or almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me, but I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
Think of the masterworks that could be made there.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Still alive, so that's progress. Trap. Be cautious.
That's curious.
Step carefully. There's a trap. I can crack that open.
A resupply stash. I wonder if Lolth's pets left anything good.
There's tunnels everywhere. Who dig these? Here, a perfect ring of mushrooms.
Not going to last much longer. There is work to do.
Well, hello.
Indolence breeds madness.
At the ready.
Assume nothing.
Delicious.
Never a dull moment. Glad that caught my eye. Glad that caught my eye.
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great.
Don't worry. I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Well, he's a jerk.
What do we have here?
Another illusion. Is anything real down here?
Oh, shit.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
door's gotta open somehow.
What to do?
Timask and torch stalks. Hell of a combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other. Corpses. These creatures did battle with Dwergar.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighting to dine with a devil.
Dealing with the devil left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yes,
They offer you an apple, but they're the worm that lurks within. Still, don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation, it merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
I am all I'm hearing is conjecture.
Conjecture? Yes. That much I concede. But let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand. If there's one quality all the denizens of the Hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
Interesting. What do you think Raphael's ambition could be? Or what do you think it could be?
I'm in the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, she has come. She is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
I'm a traveler seeking adventure.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you. fungus and mold glaze the servant's face and body. Through music and vision, the sovereign reveals its origins. You see a frothing duergar, axe drawn, crazed by bloodlust, bearing down on a young myconid. A frightened myconid circle conjures mildewed vines. They encircle and transform the duergar. It now belongs to the circle. It will obey the sovereign.
Nice.
Mushrooms can raise the dead. That's interesting.
What's a little stench in exchange?
Fungus and mold glaze the grotesque creature's face and body. A voice drifts into your mind as you gaze upon the misshapen servant.
Leave this one. Come to me. We must speak.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Go on, you're among friends.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover.
Are you telling me you made love to a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
How exactly did you try to cross those boundaries?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. Inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. And he almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
What was the answer to that question?
The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Go on.
I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave and put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts.
Is there nothing we can do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
We've come this far together, and we'll continue on together. That is how it will be.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Interesting.
What is the creature doing to those corpses? The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwergar, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
Dwergar killed their children. They should pay the price for the cruelty.
Why did these Druger attack?
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
You harbor a fugitive gnome? Admirable of you.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song.
What the hell is the due to that corpse?
We breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children.
If I die down here, destroy my corpse.
Don't worry. I wouldn't hesitate.
These spores hold so much power. How might I gain this knowledge?
You may not. The spores hear only the circle. They dance to no other harmony.
I'll cleanse the rot. Those Druger or Durgar near the lake will die.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the circle a service. We will await word.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
Can you describe him?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
What are you doing down here?
Right now. Waiting for that idiot Balin's return. Less you've seen him, we don't have much to discuss. Right. Never mind.
Who is he to you?
My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
Need some help finding him?
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Show me your wares.
Keeping the old turnip. Reckon it might be enough to cover rent. Balin, where are you? Keeping the old turnip. might be enough to cover rent. Balin, where are you?
Want Master back. He treats me good now. Doesn't kick me anymore.
Keeping the old turnip.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
I've never heard of the Society of Brilliance.
Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep?
Honestly, kind of got lost down here. Fell down a big-ass hole and killed all my party except for one person. It was a good time.
A common phenomenon in the Underdark, I'm afraid. Could I ask what you were searching for to begin with?
I was just kind of searching through the blighted village and came across a spider nest and jumped in a hole like an idiot.
You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zirkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside her head, but she hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis. That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
Yes, absolutely.
Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
As the Meloan's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
Can you extract the tadpole?
No. It appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma.
That doesn't sound ideal.
It is not ideal. The process would surely kill you. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination.
I was on a really strange Mind Flayer ship where they were harvesting folks.
A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion.
Thanks for the information.
Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Bypass? What kind of alchemy are we talking about?
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timisk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timisks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Eating those don't sound like a great idea.
My formula will hamper the more harmful effects once the mushrooms are brewed into a potion. Your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact.
Lovely. So where do I find these mushrooms?
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric.
Why would a cleric have a bunch of dangerous mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
That's too risky of an experiment for me. Alright. I'll come back when I find the mushrooms.
May your travels be safe and swift. I have never seen anything like it, Blood. Is my species...
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Never seen a hobgoblin like you before.
The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I've found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality.
Researcher of the Underdark sounds like a dangerous prospect.
Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, Trillimac. I've studied them for years.
What have your studies uncovered?
This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict.
Were you here when the Durgar attacked?
I observed the fight from a distance. Combat is not my field of expertise, but the Myconids handled themselves well enough.
Do you have anything interesting to trade?
I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking. Very well.
Keeping the old turnip.
Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
Keep the astral citadel of Tunura, the court of Queen Lacketh. That is my place.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying Myconid corpses.
Dwergar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwergar rot. I mean to join you.
Are you sure? It's going to be dangerous.
I am the danger. And I am the cure. They erased my people. I will erase theirs.
What threat do you pose to Durgar?
In death, your foe becomes your ally. I will raise it. You may command it.
So you're a necromancer. Very well. Let me show you. But I don't need your help.
I go from here? Have to keep going.
I'm ready. Moving.
No gloom, all doom. With haste. This is my time. Worth a try.
Death.
Where's my potion at? There it is.
Seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
Alright, I'm gonna have to call it. I am too sleepy. So that's it, folks. I will be back. I'll be back again. It's been great, it's been fun, but it's time that your animal pal, the Grizz, has got to run. Isn't that right, James? Yes, that's totally right, buddy. Alright, sweet buddy, come on. Let's go up. We gotta get up.